Hello friends. Okay. Good evening everyone. Welcome to Mangaal Educare once again. Hamada mayam yan hana khoigi yamna marueba topic ni men's kiniko especially for men's. Aduga sigi topic asida wangkem bijaya good morning. Uh, good evening, good evening. I'm sorry for that. Every time morning they ho na ko thabak say morning evening gyan ta udre. Apologize for that. But mayam share to thokpiro group atai teida mayam si kana baje because your mains is coming, so I want to discuss at least how to solve this caselet in a very kaitar priyobata good evening. Yam matam changdana noina kamaina karam maina handle to gani je ko sigine because you know that caselet have a DIC. Whatever what they will do is they will give you 5 questions. Okay, they will give you 5 questions, and it is not for 5 marks. Actually it carries for 7 to 10 marks. Okay, na mark taret nipan mapan tra minimum da mark taret na nipan mula kaniba aduga mark tara dena hen basu yaw ko aduna matam adum khara changnai prelims ta akoina hotpa adu minus the hotpa yaroi, but how to kai tare kitang hena matam je changdabida kamaina khoi wakhan khan bagi kamaina matam handa hanjige habjini khoina tawdesi ko. David, good evening. So I would like to just kai tare ihan hana video si yang biriba mayam like tawbiro aduga share tawbiro aduga quick class how to see. I will give you like 10 minutes. Before that I will explain you what is caselet. Most of you will would be stunned what is caselet, how to solve this. These are the question in your mind. I'll tell you. Caselet are nothing. This is also a type of DI. DI makhalamani ko. Usually it is asked in kaida hange haragadi. Sometimes pre da hang bujawi in the form of yam simple oiba data amani dang hang ko yam line na hangi pre dadi aduga mostly kaida la ke haragadi mains ta hangeba mains in the mains ta nang noi thagada ba IPS PO IPS ki clerk ki वगैरह RRB bank PO वगैरह SBI bank PO वगैरह adum bada CAT tadi CAT tadi it is one of the favorite ni moi diam phajana hangi ko. And in C set also kano thaba kanguna civil service thaba kangu ju caselet ta dia hangkani, but it is very easy form, not like kanogi akhogi banking da hangba mains da hangba du question da di yam tin line hangani. So bandana good evening everyone, good evening. So yengo caselet DIC ihan han noin udose kada aidagi haudoi no hai matamda hekta akhogi reasoning ki puzzle gwa mayamna kwaidagi lu na khanai je puzzle ga caselet DI ga difference udeba ya gyan tai ko puzzle gi akhoina hek ubaga khoi magi mayam do ira khotna dai di adu tawra semeba ko, but caselet DI dadi adu maina noina ira kan de matam ya mangni adu confusion ngata tholakani ba. So for your safety point of view the hairagadi caselet DI je karigumba yamna lure hairagadi ai motade noina caselet DI je hainadragadi if you are very good in arithmetic, if you are very good in calculation, then it's very safe zone to do it. But I dum haijage ano yam nauri ai angka je ai ano bani ai bikha tha the luni khalagadi caselet DI paibiru no, it will drain your timing matam pum loina sum thokini ba, but there are ways to solve this which can just minimize your time. So I'll just give one question today and you solve it. You just noigi chart semjaro how much time matam khalat pirage ahambagi pikhane khalo toro sigije. This is the type of caselet. Okay, these are very lengthy way ko. I come here, I'll be mute for 2 minutes, 3 4 5 minutes. I'll be mute for 5 minutes. Just work on it, then I'll come. I'll teach you how to solve this. Yeah, it is. I think it is visible clearly. Even I can see from my mobile phone. I am clear oina ui ko mayam. Kaisu noina clear oi dab leite. Landscape te yengo oina landscape ta hana phazan noi gi boy da to horo. Aduga noi gi comment cha to ngatang muthalaga to ro ko antadi uroi. I just mute for 2 3 minutes. It is like puzzle. Mathak ta jo question me am e ko I lok thok khra me I am just taking the main point only here because adugin. Hello hello. What plan te just loire hara kanda phazan thamo 5 minutes bige. Hot patan ngano hot patan ngano ko I am giving your time hekta angka hai bisi noi na sana kitang hana yeng halaga gyan tar to na tar di ai no hot di direct holaga answer ta avdante I'll tell you afterward please come on. Mi yeng với sang sum handa ngala yeng cái khăn với căng của gì không mà lẽ mi đi mang lẽ cái co lẽ hồi đi với căng của hello question number 1 je thamage answer khot pa hobe ar namne Monica good evening please try this question I am not teaching reasoning here this is Caselet DI guys somebody will think this is a puzzle C तार है प्रिय बताना very good okay let us come to this question now the question is saying let us ke hai tar aina tak tu way to niko what is the question talking about हाइबदो करी डाटा नो अखोना येंगदो जे हाइब सिगुम जे सिगी टाइप ऑफ कैसलेट सिना बेन डायग्राम येगा तोबो कैसलेट सुलै बेन डायग्राम येगा तोदो कैसलेट तुना समना हाइबदा डाटा जे अहुम पिरंबा अदुगा मोय मरक तुदा मुक नुपी नुपा खाइदोकपा अदैदी बेन डायग्राम सिना द मुना ताहोर को बेन डायग्राम दा हौगदब जे बेन डायग्राम की क्वेश्चन हंगादी करम कांदा नो सिनानि हागदी बेन डायग्राम जिना अखोइना करिगुम्बा समना हाबदा खरा मना सनै हॉकी सनै अदैदी क्रिकेट सनै खलजेव को अदुदा हॉकी सनब कांगु म यावनी क्रिकेट सनब कांगु म यावनी अनिमक सनब कांगु म अदुमबगी टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन द बेन डायग्राम लोय होटकदब दैट इज टोट डिफरेंट अदु सी क्वेश्चन जिना मु डाटाबेस कैसलेट को aduna khoi sigi ja kari data pi to ham ni ase just I'll just read very fast. You already have gone through this question. Organization ama lay the mi lising traunga gi shift ani morning amasung evening ko morning amasung evening lay aduga coronavirus nabdagi 30% do total employee allowed to work on the first day and on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, next day 40% employee were asked to next 3 days ko midday hai tare akhoi da pire je kaino data je kaino har gadi hojik phau da koi chaurakna makhalam di khange week amagi wari ni hai do khange ko week amai wari is the morning da ta ba kangum leire evening ta kangum leire ko hamada first data second week to the first 3 day later then midday have later atugo rest day have later of the employee work the total number of working on the morning shift is 7,000 also number of person working on the ham de yam thuna pawa sigi rest day have je kaino have je khangmangam ni ko aduga person working morning shift last 2 days have je rest day do natro so you can write rest day or last 2 days sigi matangi di ai keno ne ko sem do je chart ama sem do ne ko so how I'll do this one is I'll just make a chart because there are two कहता रहे अनि ले बिना को अमना morning shift करके morning अमना evening कर जी को अनि ले रहे अदे इधर कई दाता ने प्रेम इजे evening अमन ले रहे अदुगा मोइजे तांका अहुम थोना खाई दुए तांका अहुम थोना खाई दुए को कई तांका नो ये ngasi ngasai na ham tangkak to first 3 day week kida Monday Tuesday Wednesday first 3 day first 3 days ki am pirame adai di next amuk midday ang pirame ko next 3 days to midday adai di next amuk rest or last 2 days to rest day or last 2 days rest su haya ju khangnai last 2 days to smaina ko samain data am pirame sigi maraksta hangbani because aina swai upar ko matam da Monday da Tuesday da Wednesday da Thursday da udo karim ta pandeba so I can think this is first 3 days mid haya ga de akoina mid days pawn tam da Wednesday Thursday Friday panai ko adamain last ki 2 days amaga amalere si pirame hodi question yengas me lising trauma le 15,000 are there 15,000 out of this 30% of total employee do were work on the first 3 days okay first 3 days ta akhoi gi keba 30 no due to coronavirus 30% of total were work on the first 3 days of the week okay first 3 days da akhoi mi kya kano to reba 30% of 15,000 is 4,500 4500 yare ko adai di then 40% next 40% do na were asked to in the next 3 days ki mid to 40% so 40% of 15 40% of 15 di ko to kane 15 ki ge 15 into 4 60,000 tra 6,000 tare lemhori bodo kai la anis da lemhori ba 4,500 am leire 6,000 am leire adu lemhori ba lising traunga dagi khaido ga di lising mari ga chawa am lembra mari ga chawam le mi ko you have sigumba puthok pa hai yam hai bam darkar le ko sigum puthok pa hai tadi aroi because today I am talking about men skin na sigumba puthok pa di ayatai class ta mayam to gre ko I have done in the 5 demo class so mayam utkhram how to solve percentage how to simplify everything you watch there and you can find this answer very well now hojik mi ngase total number of employee working on morning shift to lising 3 ne morning shift to mi lising 3 aduga lemhori bodudi lising 9 du si oiram roidro mi lising 3 ngani na ko sumaina ne wasi wari je adudi yengasi number of person working on the morning shift sina ai sumaina hangba question je sida assign to ko a b c anything you can assign x y 0 ajo d e f assign to re number of person working on the morning shift I'll just erase this why the ige ko morning shift is on the first 3 days the first 3 days morning shift A is to kanagano is 20% less than the person working on the morning shift on the last 2 days. Last 2 days the morning shift the thabak tawudi C je ko A is to C ki relation am piram me kari piram me 20% less. 20% is 1 by 5. Less to kya lani 4 by 5. So it is 4 is to 5 line. Next up. Then what is given? Which is equal to the number of person working on the evening shift of first 3 days. For evening shift of first 3 days DJ. Sige kanaga maneba. Aham beduga maneba ko. Natra. Sumbra dige. Digi adu diju kya tani? Si kano manani. 4 ga manani ko. Aham be age ga. Age ga man hai ang tunga pau ko. Total number of employee working in the morning shift is 7,000 higher matungda. Also number of person working in the morning shift on the first 3 days is 20% less. 20% less than the person working on the morning shift on last 2 days. Habado adugi sidam lejare ko. Last 2 days to ga si later last 2 days to siga. Which is equal to the last 2 days. Which is equal to the number of person working on the evening shift. Evening shift on the last first 3 days. Evening shift ki last first 3 days di D ratra. Ab D je kya tare? D ju kano A. No I'm C ga mana C di 5 ne. So I'll just assign this one. A na kya no ba 4. The C na kya tare 5. Adi D na kya tare 5. So ratio pira me A is to C is to D na pira me ko A is to relation ji hoga shaida A is to C is to D relation je kya no 4 is to 5 is to 5 C relation pira me. Next tong yengas ha majang puthok ka dete question lai do ni ko. Next tong yengas number of person working on evening shift on the last 2 days. Last 2 days ki evening the F is to last 2 days is 20% less than the number of person working on the midday of the week. Of the middays of the week. Haragadi morning shift midday da tawdo. C F is to B je kya ba 20% less haragadi 4 is to 5 ongla. Similar next civil number of person working in the midday of the week in evening shift. Evening shift midday thabak tawdo is 75% more. 75% day 175 divided by 100. Tatra 75% more hai gadet. 25 7 25 4. 7 is to 4. Kana mando no. Number of person working in the midday of the week in evening shift. Midday of the evening shift E is to more than the number of evening shift last 2 days. Last 2 days ki evening shift F se. Kya mane wasi jo? Amana 7 oi matamda amana 4 oi ni ba. Sida yengo F sida kai oi 4 oi bra. F is 4 oi bra. Adu di moi relation je kai hai yare F is to B is to kana wala ure E. F ki di kya no 4. B ki di kya no 5. E di kya no E ki di 7. Adu di hapo E ki di 7 hapi re. B ki di kya le re B. So B ki di sile re ko 5. Adu di F ki di kya no 4. Now C je C ne ba ko. But I will tell you one thing, no in a mistake to the relationship between these two ratios are not given. Okay, any combination to yad reba. Avna C je ena yaba kango jina x law ai aduga F B E jina 4y 5y 7y taro khot pa no problem. Adu holding ai da matam loi min han gi ni ba. Yan tarba. Now I'll just use some kaya tare random da ai hujik ngasai di holi baje 20% less the jo har me si 20% kai jamo jawk de 20% less समझाओ दिखाई लेकर के आई जो उधर ओके सिजुम हारम में अनि की रिलेशन से चाम तो ओल गदी कुन हंदे सिजु कुन हंदे है बनी सिजु चाम तो ओन बनी ना आई एम थिंकिंग दैट ऑल इज कैलकुलेटेड ऑन द परसेंटेज सो मोगी रेशियो जे समाइन ले ना रिलेशन ले ना खल जेब सी योर का ना होजिक क्वेश्चन येंग जेब नंबर ऑफ पर्सन वर्किंग ऑन द मिड डे ऑफ द वीक बोथ इन द शिफ्ट कम बदनो नंबर ऑफ पर्सन वर्किंग ऑन द मिड डे के सी जे both on the shift 5 plus 7 क्या नो 12 is what percent more or less than the person working on the last 2 days sigi last 2 days ta to buduga 9 kaya muk percentage hen ge have ni the kya no yengo 3 4 is 12 3 3 is 9 4 by 3 hai unit ama hele 1 by 3 de kya mana raha 33.33% 33.33% c tare kyan tar ra c ni ko Caselet hai je I think this is you have to solve like this otherwise you cannot solve Caselet so gyan ta how de haro I will repeat once again karam phom do gyan ta de any doubt gyan loi tare ko okay next question haro de how many person are hujiki chart to darka laini ko how many person are working on the first 3 days in both the shift together shift ani mota thabak to budo karano haba hanje sir okay hange ko okay I'll just repeat once again hanje havna swai sigi data ji thamage ko aduga handi helaji because sigi data jau sagan ona ko mata kui janga ne ko swai muthalaga amtang hange ko ayon da pyramid ba relationship se amana de sibuk ti loi gyan taramani khange ko sibuk ti loi na gyan taramani ahambagi 40% of the employee were asked to work on the next 3 days habadi first ki 40% no kai de hono 30% of total employee do ki total employee do 15000 ni adu ki 30% do first 3 days ki week ahambajda thabak sol leba adu ergadi 30% di kano of 15000 ki hargadi 15 3 is 45 4500 tare sigi number 1 ani subagi amuk relation yeng matamda 40% of the employee were asked to work on the next 3 days next 3 days ki hargadi ham mid ki jine next 3 days hai sine ko mid ki years the 40% 15000 of 40% of 15000 hargadi 44 into 15 15 4 is 60 or 60000 taramani lemhori bodo sidum ojaramani ba aduga mana haijina total number of employee working in the morning shift thabak subja mi lesing 3 suyeba adudi lemhori bodo evening shift mi lising nipan sura mane sibu yare ba adagi haurije lila je sidai ne ba sigumba ratio gi noina karigumba percentage si reciprocal am hainer gadi am live question oido natraga di am luni ko number of person working on the morning shift thabak suri bije aina assign tawre ba if noi sim assign tawdami ko natradi morning amuk thani evening matam mang ne a b c d e f na assign tawre ba aina mana haije keno number of person working on the morning shift on the first 3 day ham bagi first 3 day da any assign to a jiga kana gano a ga kana gano hujiki do I try irakke ko I'll just write here a ga labor relation se kana no hargadi 20% less hai ba 20% have je 1 by 5 ka mane ba less hargadi 4 by 5 lakani ba a ga kana ga relation nahi no yen jo is less than the morning person working in the morning shift on the last 2 days har ga sigi morning shift si natra a ga siga relation je a na 40% less oi have na mana 4 oi matam da mana 5 oi hagre which is equal to the number of person working in the which is hai je comma column de ko which hai je aham bai part se siga equal oi ba kana ga no number of person in the evening shift the first 3 days ki evening shift the subudi d do arju kya oi ba si jiga d ga muk manai hamna ju kelani 4 oi ra ni ba ya tare ko no which is no I'm talking about which is equal to the number of person working on evening shift a have the cj kya mane ba c kya no 5 entra cj kana ga ju mane ba ma je d ga ju mane ba aduna d gi kya tare 5 tare a gi kya tare 4 lo matam da सिगिदि क्यानो 5 लौग्रेबा सिने माने मानी माने हाइनेबा मानारेको हुजि फावबा सिना रेशियो अमनेबा अतोप रेशियो न पिरमेबा नंबर ऑफ पर्सन वर्किंग ऑन द शिफ्ट इवनिंग शिफ्ट की लास्ट 2 days इवनिंग शिफ्ट की लास्ट 2 days है सी एफ से एफ सिगा कना का पिरम रिलेशन नो वर्किंग ऑन द मिड डे ऑफ द वीक मॉर्निंग की मिड डे दी बी लेब्रा बी जिगा माबाने जो 20% लेस ओय है 20% क्या नो 4:5 ला ने को ओइरे सिमा रिलेशन पिरे नेक्स्ट अमु नंबर ऑफ पर्सन वर्किंग ऑन द मिड डे ऑफ द वीक इन इवनिंग शिफ्ट ई है बजे is 75% more than number of person working the evening shift or the last 2 days की सिगी evening shift ता E के F का relation हम पिरम में बा क्या होएगा 75% more 75% क्या तारे more है 175 divided by 100 which is 25 ना को 7:4 तारे 7:4 ले रहे अदुदी ngасai F से सिदा कई ले 4 ले F सिदा कई ले 4 ले अदुदी ratio तो जाना तो इन्हें बा so F is to B is to E जे 4:5:7 था हम पने बा यारे को सिबो सिनिदा अदुगा होजिक लेबा रिलेशन जे आइना कमाय हाइबा यागे ए मसिदा अहोम पिरामी पोसिगा सिदा मखादा पिरामी अहोम जिगा रिलेशन सागना पो लेतेबो तबतबु अखोइना होजिक एजाइन तौदो जे सिदाइ x पानबे सिदा x पानबे सिदा x पानबे y पानबे y पानबे y पानबे अदुगा अखोइना होतोय जे सिगी 4x अदैदि सिना कैनो मथंगी जे 4x पांजलो को x पांजलगा y पांजलगा सिजे प्लस तोरगा 7000 ताई अदैदि x plus y plus c तौरकान अमु 8000 ताई तौरकान वेरिएबल होटपदो अदो मतम लोइना मांगनेबा यादानी को अदुना मतम मांगदनम गी दमकता सरना I just take risk here what type of risk हारगदी मतन को थादरे this is number given in percentage this also given in percentage I'll just this is given in 20%, this is also 20%, 75% percentage की पॉइंट ना I just assign all numbers as it is. Legislation of 4, 5, 5, 5, 7, 4. For time being, I'm thinking it is in the proportion. Nakal lagi ba. Saya sida yang hok doi mi je mi arrive sida arrive na te lai daga su yang jal ho because you are going to face tomorrow or when I don't know. Nana means because haraba siguma question compulsory face to draw mani an haitaba sungya ade si me am je kasu lu rate practice am darkar lei tabu aina haibado horen kon hairake kamai lai thong ani do yeng modo just look at this man hangi question je kaino number of person working the midday of the week in the both shift ta midday thabak tabu kango je 5 amana 7 5 plus 7 ni kya tare 12 tare 12 Sina kyam henge hangmani less than number of person last 2 days ta thabak to bani duga 5 plus 49 3 4 is 12 3 3 is 9 kya hele unit ami henbra 1 by 3 kya tai 33.33% those who are aduga answer si tare ba those who are kya tare answer noida ham bagi video ga yeng boy raga di kerom to garni ko ado hana gi video me am yeng lao that will be khal yam line ba not really okay so next question to orji lu boy wanted I see wa ma sam tang haijage mem da ai nga sa haidu ne Caselet di ai have za sigi to do ja khoi yam practice ma darka lei to bu to bu kai kai karam ba sin ni ha mem do ne sigum question la ga di graph ai sai do ye o hai do si ye throk ba ade manga so ga na manga ye pi loire ade di sigum na ta ba keno sana ba sports की मतंग दहंगे रही स्कूल की मतंग दहंगे अदुम पार्टना मुक बेन डायग्राम सिनबा अदुम बै खर खंग लोरेबा लोइन अदु मैम दो खंगद्रगदी सि कैशलेस नो अदुम थादो मैम लोय थादोप क्वेश्चन नेबा बट हेक थादोक तम तम द नंग सिदा मिनिट if you are spending like 10 minutes also in 5 question 10 minutes थादरेबा मेंस रि मतम फंगमनिना you will be getting 10 plus mark okay I guarantee you 7 plus mark yam laina nang minute ra hai je practice torogadi 7-8 minute lo sila ko ngam kaniba ado minute 3-9 da nang na question mark tra phang bai je arai ba nate ba yam na nungai ba pot amane ma de ado na Caselet thadok ko jade yengo ado ni san hai do je aduga makhal gi themar kan da ner kadoi ni ko so si question je hairo how many person are working on the first 3 days in both the shift together sidi am lai re ngasai direct igre ko first 3 days ta both shift ta thabak to do kana first ki 3 days ta thabak to ha ga di lising mari ga changwa thabak to dra animak morning to evening pulaga answer yam lai ba question jo hang mane ba ko an answer is none of this colony ba yan tare ko yam lai ba question si direct question ko ese je yes so solve this हाइफेली आई जो इहोगे को नोय जो सिगी चार्ट से नोय कॉपी तो होरो आई जो हाइफेली इगे आई सेंबल होरे मैम जो सेंबिरो सी चार्ट से होरेन पिखादि स्माइन चार्ट में सेम तो बदम येंदोनि क्वेश्चन दिदि येंगजि को जिगिदो लागे को सिलो आई एम गिविंग यू 30 सेकंड सी तरो यार है तरो सी के होजिकी चार्ट तो येंगा तरो सी जो येंगा जिको होजिकी चार्ट की मतों की ना होइति मतम याम पी रोगे क्वेश्चन जिदा मुक सिगी क्वेश्चन जिदा मुक क्वांटिटी 1 क्वांटिटी 2 की क्वेश्चन हम हापचले फाजरे को याम फाजबो क्वेश्चन चिंगे अदो 3 की डी ओके येंगा जिको होजिकी पोतु की मतों की ना कोई येंगा सी मान हाई सी अखोई पार जो अरे रिलेशनशिप तो क्वांटिटी 1 का क्वांटिटी 2 का चाव करा हेली क्वालिटी क्वेश्चन को मने को this type also will come in the mains okay in the prelims लाई but mains जो हम तो सुंदर छोटे ला दो क्वेश्चन ने number of person working the morning shift on the last 2 days morning shift the last 2 days ta thabak to give do 5 never oi ko 5 oi ko aduga quantity 2 the number of person working on the evening shift on the first 3 days 5 oi ba si ani je manaraga di kamala d d je answer ta re ba hai ni na yam lai ko question d hai raga ta re ba answer je next if total number of employees working the last 2 days is decreased by 35% in both the shift then find out the how many number were working the last 2 days of how both shift haibadi total number of employee working in the last 2 days ta thabak subdo mi masing kya no lising mari ga changwa ne ba ko 4500 it is decreased by kya ba 25% decrease tawre ba adudi 25% decrease tawre what is 25% of this puthok ha 50% kya no han putho sigi 50% ni kya tare 50% di lising ani ga chani yang khai tare taraba adu ge muk 25% puthok to ni ko adu erga 25% di kya ta ni what is saying okay 20% erga sigi muk tang khai ra 50% gi tang khai 20% ni adu 20% khai do 1125 khai do lore 1125 khai do it is 75 loi ba answer okay yengri 3 tani and this is 3375 a tare hai ni dana loi hai re ko a tare ko sima adai de mathangi question ang yeng minar si yam lai bane si de tongan bam leite mai ha ma si dang puthok da matam khar sangjapa ne you spend like 4-5 minutes here, don't worry about that. Then you can spend 1 to 2 minutes only, this maximum to 7 minutes Caselet DI kasi mains ki level si hangbe. In prelims you will be given not like this khar line up rakani ko in mains ri dum khar lura dum edum. Sidam what is the ratio between the number of person working on the first 3 days? First 3 days tadi karam bagino morning shift ta 4 oi ko aduga amana kya da total to the number of working last to the both last 2 days ta last to the 4 amo ere adu last 2 days tadi 5 ka plus 4 5 plus 4 ni 4 is to 9 tare tadra 4 is to 9 d tare is the answer. So this was very interesting. The I makha jatha roge ko okay, you know ani hum to noi kumai ta dikhang. So amatang porok pani I have spent like 40 minutes only in this. Very very nice of you guys understand to na ba amuki yem ko what I'm telling you amtang hage kari to do no have the Caselet DI I have say no na solve to ge haragadi you need lots of practice. Number 1. Number 2, you need to have lots of your calculation level adumatic strong oitaba percentage ratio and proportion jai hydra thaina ai class yaubada yaugraba kanguna adum khangwani adaidi hana ai ju si class ki ai gi mamang de video myam jo haibani when you completed percentage and ratio and proportion you have completed half of your syllabus haiba samaneba because percentage ka ratio and proportion will be playing a vital role in DI Caselet DI or whatever question nadum sanadro baneba aduna sigi paraje it is a game of ratio and kya hai tare percentage. So ani do strong orgadi your calculation will become very strong. When your calculation becomes very strong it will decrease your time consuming aduni ko simiam je adu amtang hayoge last oina si question je da noina hek u matam da kari kari togani habdo mana hangiba pot se data je kabok kabok paw hamda kabok kabok paw je kai data do khangniba data je pawada employee ki matang dani coronavirus live dagi 30% gi okay si ma pirame ado shift kya lege habdo ma adu ma khangeba morning shift amane evening shift am leire khangeba sidagi aduga ahum thorom khaido week se man ahum thok khaido eba ahum thora khaido gadi okay table je ahum thok pagi ni aduga ani gi laktoini adudagi semba hoba kyan tani ko sumaina sigumba adagi di kari gumba sai nga haibdo si question je natabida school gumba school da khale kharamna अंक लवी खरम साइंस लवी खरम इंग्लिश लवी कायना दो मैं क्वेश्चन लाना बेन डायग्राम की लाक्सेबा बेन डायग्राम तो चक्कर दो मन को मरी पिरकपदि ngasibo hangdri but data should be given 3 okay ahum jida muk ani ani pislak pa ahum pislak padi yawe adu keno da hangi jina noi ki prelims ta hangun data ani khak ben diagram ani gumba sida hangaga ju only 2 part ko madang hangeba morning shift evening shift khaidok ta bidamu laila kaniba adurani Caselet DI is very strong concept le ragadi mark yam phange sing matang to da mains pass to re dum haige sing matang to da ne mains pass to ge ba mains to mark yam pi ko na Caselet DI amatang phajan toramba natraga DI phajaba question amatang phaj toramba da noi dum pass to re mains to di ai adu hai sa na hai dai mains pass to na only Caselet tang tamage na ta DI am tang hol ga loire ke khalu nu ko pare sini we are doing crash course for mains noi khangam bajwe mains ki crash course to doi do it will start from 12 noi na pamaga di ai on your demand ni noi na mains ki sir mains ki course kam kan to do no noi mayam hangi mato ki na to ni I have a very tight schedule but matam pung trama thoi de na pung amabu class to ni noi pamaga de haro it's very low fee also thama du da khoi tam de Caselet DI tam kani mains ki ngata ni ko tam do je adu noi na prelim gi khang da bida prelim je yam ha yam solaga di yaw da nungai roi adu bu khangjal hogi haina khalaga di ka su kai de adu jo dum hengwai tam ka da ngata ni na ana adum magi class ama leire dang trama thoi mang da submit to biro yawning ga di adu ga adu ni mayam da hai do je. So let us wind up the session for today. Tomorrow you will be having English class at the same timing at 6 o'clock. And day after tomorrow you will be having reasoning class at the same not on the Saturday Sunday da ko Sunday da in the morning gum da phangani and hafta am da class ahum mari di sungsa soi pekani khoina dum adu mayam ngasi gi di si haijaraga akhoi gi class ibu nongai biraga di mayam share to you like button nambiramu and share your comments what do you feel about the class share your comments for. Okay, thank you guys.